All right, welcome back, everybody. We've been trying to cross to Ayanda this morning. She's standing in the lawns outside of the Union Buidlings this morning. As you know, August is Women's Month in South Africa, and today we're going to be hearing from the minister who is in the presidency responsible for women, what the plans are that government has in place for this Women's Month. So let's go over to Ayanda again. Ayanda, let's give it a try again. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you, Leanne, once again. Yeah, just a reminder, it was about 59 years ago, 1956, where about 20,000 women of all races, all ages, gathered at the Union Buidlings to demand, among other things, freedom and equality. 21 years into democracy, what are some of the strides that have been made and what are some of the challenges that remain? As you rightly put it, we are joined now by the Minister in the Presidency responsible for women, Suzan Shabangu, to speak to us about the focus of this year's Women's Month. Minister, it's always a pleasure to have you with us. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Morning, Ayanda.
What is the theme for Women's Month in 2015?
Well, in 2015, the theme for this year is Women United in Moving South Africa Forward. The reason for us, it's within the 21 years of our democracy, the issue of women continues to be an issue which has to be advanced at all times. But as we know, within the 21 years, during the 59th year of 1956, we have seen, even within the 21 years of democracy, where women continued to be united in driving democracy, in driving transformation of the society, in making sure that society and issues of women are in the forefront of our struggles or of our democracy. So that is why we thought the theme for this year is so important, because the unity of women in diversity continues to be the anchor of taking South Africa forward. As we all know, in 1956, it's women of all colours in diversity who came together despite the apartheid laws and united to say we need each other as women, but also we need to change this country. Our fight is the fight of all women in South Africa then. And that theme and that message of unity, it's still so important for us as women in South Africa to unite, whether in the socio-environment, social issues, in all aspects of our country. Women need to continue to play a pivotal role in changing society. When you look at our economy right now, without the participation of women, our economic emancipation will not be fully achieved if women don't participate in those areas. The social challenges faced by women, gender-based violence in our society, it's so critical. Once more, it reflects that women need each other to unite in diversity, in making sure that we change the attitude of society. We change the approach not only of women, but also of men. It's very, very important to address challenges of patriarchy in South Africa, because if we're not able to deal with patriarchy, we are not going to be women in a free society. So that is why South Africa, Women United, in making sure that we advance and better the society of South Africa.
And clearly you are spoiled for choice on the various issues that you'll be discussing, the socioeconomic matters, the fact that women are remunerated far less than their male counterparts. You spoke about safety and security of women in the country as well. A number of issues that will be looked into throughout the course of the month. But speak to us now about the events. I believe that in the build-up to the 60-year anniversary of the 1956 March by Women, that after Women's Month in August, every month thereafter, there will be a particular event to highlight matters affecting women. Talk to us about those events and how they will go a long way, if they will, in changing issues, and it won't just be a matter of people coming together to talk.
Well, I think one of the issues which we'll be reflecting on because this year's Women's Month, it's a build-up for next year. Next year will be the 60th anniversary of the Women's March, which is very important. And what we're looking at from now on up to next year, it's how do we build up, how do we bring the various forces of women in different sectors in trying to, one, review, but also look at the achievements, because we have achieved. We cannot deny that. Today we have women judges, very, very critical. It's the fights of women. It's the fights of those women in 1956, which put the women today to be judges. The various sectors, the policing, all matters will be looked at, celebrating women in film, celebrating women in fashion. You know, sometimes we associate fashion with something which is out there. We have more women now who are in fashion, but also want to celebrate women who are directors, who are publishers in different ways. So these are the issues which we'll be looking at. Women in law, we've got to look at how have we succeeded, but also not forgetting it's not about the successes, it's also about the challenges. We still have many, many challenges. Gender-based violence in our country, a big challenge for us as a country. That is why for us as a department, from the beginning of November, we're going to engage in national dialogues, going to various parts of the country, going to the rural areas, talking to women, making sure that we understand, but also to say why within the 21 years have we not been successful in combating gender-based violence in our society. So these are the issues which we'll be looking at and being able to say, with 21 years, the various laws which we have passed in this country, which are very progressive, why are not they being fully implemented? Identify gaps, what is it that we need to do, and how do we strengthen those arms? But also awareness programs within our society are very, very important.
I love the fact that you're also going to be targeting rural areas, because often they are on the margins or on the periphery of such a big event. We go to Tshwane or we go to Soweto, but the fact that women in rural areas will also be spoken to and addressed and incorporated is something that's absolutely important. Women in fashion, the minister just teasing me, Leanne, saying that, this bright lipstick that you girls wear this day, this is something that she just can't deal with. So that's something I had to throw in there. She lambasted me saying, this bright pink lipstick is something that we need to talk about. But that's just a glimpse of some of the issues that will be highlighted in August during Women's Month. That's all from us, at least for now. More a little bit later.